Project X.
Headed up by a blind man.
I'd rather talk to a rapist.
Rapist.
I'm with rapist.
We have 3 rapists. What? Yeah! I almost lost my headphones.
Project X.
MorningshowCentral.com. It's the Project X show. And I always had a vision when I started this show about, actually, 4 years ago now, that I wanted to ring in the new year on a rapey note.
If we could do it, talking about rape as much as possible.
It took 4 years, but the dream came true.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that. I'm Otter. To my left is Pat. And a brand new 2012 setup. It figures the station's been around for about 5 years or so, and it took till the year the world's gonna end to get something sweet looking.
Shut up.
Chris,
And practical.
Chris, does that mean you got this like at half off?
He made it.
Yeah.
At half off. To my left is Pat. To his left is Girl. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this. To my right is Johnny Five and
To
Rooster.
Johnny Five's right. Also to Otter's right.
To your left is Pat. To your lefter is Girl.
Yeah.
Entirely too close to
To
me.
my right
is
is
Rooster.
Rooster, and then to my right angle is Johnny Five.
And to your right ass cheek.
Which is also my left.
Sure.
Yep.
Chris, the MSC Everyman in the production studio, and the intern, I forget her name because she was only here the last week before we went off for 2 weeks.
We never really decided anything besides intern semi-normal.
Was it like Charisse or something? Shanice? Cherie?
Is it Cherie?
Sh-
Hey, is your name Cherie?
If you could throw something at the door, if that's the case.
Hey, we're back after a 2-week hiatus because every media outlet, news stations, radio stations, newspapers, they all take off for 2 weeks during the holidays. So we decided we would do the same.
It's true.
And now we're back with the full crew. Welcome back to Rooster,
Thank you.
who is in Kentucky for like, what, a month and a half or so?
Yep.
Welcome back to Girl, who closed out the last 2 months of the year, showing up every other week.
Yeah, and actually, schedule got changed. I will be here every day, every Tuesday.
For
At
how long
least-
is that gonna last?
At least for the month of January.
We have a new desk.
I haven't decided how I feel about the new desk.
I like it. I like it a lot, and I'll tell you why.
I'm going to
thinking
tell
it,
you
dude.
why first.
Okay.
Because
I started to tell you why. You totally undercut me on that.
because you told why underneath me trying to get to my point. Girl is entirely too close to me.
Okay.
Normally is on the other side of the room.
Sure.
But
The room's not that big, though.
But yeah, that's still way closer than over there.
True that, yo.
But as long as I don't look at the monitor, I can't see her.
Yeah.
And you don't even have to have it on that, truth be told. You
I
can
could just
have
put
it on the desktop.
Well, I meant the one directly in front of
Oh,
us.
and that. Oh, yeah, I forgot we still have that.
But yeah, no, I don't see her, so it's kind of like she's not really here until she starts talking.
I'll tell you what, I dig it because we were sitting in our director's chairs, which were a gift to us from Doc Rock, who did the show Band-Aid with Doc Rock. It was a very nice thing for him to do. First of all, I don't like sitting when I'm doing anything broadcast-wise, whether I'm just recording something or I'm doing the show, anything like that. They tell you can't project as well, blah, blah, blah. And it's very confining. But I got used to it, and the high chairs were nice for a while.
Sound like an infant when you say that.
Yeah.
So I'm stoked about being able to stand again, and because we used to stand before we had the chairs. However, we just stood there like a couple stand-up comics, not knowing what to do with our hands or anything for 2 hours. Now I can lean.
You can lean. You can put your papers down in front of you. Things are uniformly in front of us. I haven't figured out what to do with my phone yet.
Why?
Because
That's
I
the
don't
thing-
want it just laying out in front
but that's
for
the
anyone
other-
watching to see.
Sure, but that's the other thing I like is when we had the director's chairs, all we had was a speaker between us to put all of our stuff. We had water bottles and a computer and papers and phones, and just got to be a mess. Now we have all this space and a shelf.
Well, you have a shelf. I have a computer and a keyboard and a mouse.
Because
You're the responsible one, so
That was my problem. I went to put my phone down, and I don't have anywhere like you do to set it.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm all about the desk because I have always found it a lot easier to get animated.
And if you can see where Johnny 5 is on the camera, we lined it up so we could try to get everybody in this shot. Sorry for the people that have to look at Curl.
As long as Rooster's bill of his hat comes as hit, then we've got everyone in the shot.
I don't think
There
we
we
can
go.
move. Okay, there we go.
We got it. All right.
I'll just
It's a
creepily
great-
come in from the side.
It's a great setup, except we've got 18 people that were trying to fit that camera.
Or wait till we have guests in the studio.
They're going to have to sit in there with Chris.
So you're undecided.
We apologize in advance to our future guests.
There's
I
a
like
reason
it.
we only do phone interviews.
Johnny 5 likes it. What do you think, Rooster? Do you like it?
It's actually not too bad.
And Girl.
I love it. I've been about this since day one we needed this setup.
And I'm going to tell you what.
Rooster's in the same room as us, so that's a change for him.
Yeah, I'm like, I had to sit in that uncomfortable, crappy, like I felt like I was in detention in school, like an in-school detention when I sat in that chair.
Is there any other kind of
wait?
Is there any other kind of detention besides in-school detention?
I mean in school suspension.
Oh, there's
There is.
detention at the high.
Yeah, I was going to say it was at the Breakfast Club. Every Tuesday night from 9 until whenever.
Which was the
right.
Hi-Fi, and then became the Breakfast Club, and then became the Hi-Fi again, but now it's the Foundry.
Boundary.
New name TBA. Which, by the way,
The melting pot.
That's actually going to be the next name is TV.
the Jigsaw Saloon. Okay, which
Is now the Hi-Fi?
No, what used to be the Jigsaw Saloon, which was owned by the guy that we hate here,
Which one?
Phil Lara. He who should not. Who
No, I just there's a
Voldemort.
There's a few of them. There's a few of them that can go on that list, so that's why I was
check it
sure.
out. Well, he ran that joint
when
into
that
the
happens.
ground, and then they reopened it back up as someplace called the Hive a few months ago. The Hive name only lasted for about a month, and now it's called the Saw.
Ooh, the saw.
Back to the desk really quick.
That's where we did
It
Psycho
picks
stick
up all
interview.
the sound if you do that.
Yep.
By the way, that's
I don't have to ask for a drum roll anymore.
you just provide your own.
Which is funny because we can now. I found out now. Chris gave me the option to run this stuff. He said, you can run the computer and you can run the board. So I'd have you on that side and Pat over here. I was like, no, because that's going to distract me.
Yeah.
Which wasn't my
See, if I
excuse.
leave it
I just didn't want to do it, but
Yeah.
distracting me.
I'm
Well,
not
I could have
even-
told that much.
I'm not even happy about the shelf being in front of you because your phone is still within reach.
If we could put a cover over your part of the shelf.
But I think this is a nice little thing for you to do. Keep you off your phone during the show and participate. Because you're always looking
Yes,
up
that's
little
what we
things.
need. It's another thing to distract me.
You're always looking up little things like in the chat room, YouTube videos that we can't show to the people. But now when you look up a YouTube video
Yes,
on there,
it will be able to pull up immediately.
we can show what are
And
you.
we're just going to go to commercial in the middle of the segment. Right now, what you're looking at is the homepage. It's the Firefox homepage because I'm not looking anything up right now.
This is what it looks like when we Google.
The guys like the sides and the desk and the setup. They're gonna hate it the week that we come in where I have chili dogs, and you have whatever makes you go.
Actually, meatball
food?
Because you're in you're in prime range.
But that actually brings up the thing that I like most about this desk is you are now within striking distance.
If you do stuff like that, you just get punched.
Hey, you know what we haven't done yet for the new year? 11 minutes in. If you're not right there, get to the website projectxshow.com. Project spelled with a K.
Not with a C.
Backwards if you can.
Because we're awesome retarded.
Also, if you want to call the show, 888-668-0742, toll-free worldwide. I know that we had talked about having our relaunch for the new year.
And as you can tell by the new intro and tagline,
We haven't done that. No, see, when I
Is that what a relaunch means?
when I said relaunch, I meant baby steps.
First of all, taglines just happen, dude. You can't write those.
well, I know because I came up with the last one.
It's one of those things that's just going to happen.
The awesome retarded, you came up with that?
I'm the one that threw it out there as what we should use from now on.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. So we have the new desk now. What happened was Johnny 5 and I were going to come in here the 2 weeks that we had off and actually be productive. The problem is Johnny 5 decided that he was going to be selfish and go get himself a new job to support his family.
Yeah.
Jerk.
And
his,
spend the holidays with
Why
said
can't
family.
you
Right.
be like Otter that just lives off of his wife's money?
seriously, dude.
Because my wife has no money either.
Because
Did you
then
write a
they're
standstill?
really in trouble.
So he had to go with option B.
You two
Yeah.
are staring at each other in the living room, like, who's gonna get the job first?
No, actually, I've been
Who's gonna
biting.
go?
I've been like chomping at the bit to get back into a kitchen, and when the opportunity presented itself, I kind of jumped all over it. Did not realize that I was going into one of the most demanding burger joints you'll ever see in your life.
Well, you're working for the man, literally.
The man kind of creeps me out.
The man is awesome.
I watched him on that show since
The
I
man-
found out that
the
it was
man's
him
not a friend of mine.
on that show. What, you don't like him?
Well, we've had some problems with him.
For reals?
Yeah.
Not going to anymore. Sorry. So
You know what? I've
excuse
discovered.
me,
I've
you
just.
made a promise.
I've
I didn't
discovered.
say anything.
You almost cracked her. Her voice cracked. She was ready to cry. I've discovered my other new favorite thing
Okay.
about this setup is the mirror that's always been on the wall. If you stand exactly where I am, it's Chris. So when he cracks up when we make fun of Girl, it makes it even funnier because I can see him.
Nice. I'm wondering where our windscreens are. That's kind of throwing me off a little. Why don't we have those?
So they can see your face.
Don't want them to see our faces. That's the
What
point.
the hell did they buy the desk for?
Not to see our faces.
So they couldn't see my kneecaps.
No, people always complain about not seeing your face. Don't worry, they'll complain about seeing it in a couple seconds.
For when I wear shorts.
Especially now that you're on camera all the time. For when I wear shorts? Who said that?
I know.
You're all to my right, so it doesn't catch me anymore.
They're all talking about. They would always talk about my legs and how white they are.
Well, because they're really white.
I can't help it. I don't go tanning, and I barely wear shorts in the summer or ever. And if I do, I wear my socks where it comes up to where my shorts end. So who cares? Shut up.
Do we need our windscreens? Is
I don't
that-
know. I don't know.
What, like, was I?
Is
was
anybody
I
popping
really,
peas
I was like,
really
was I really
bad?
bad when I said that? That's why.
I guess we don't need them. Yeah, we'll just keep them here as an option. I just like to have the option. I don't like being told I can't do something.
Oh, here we go.
You understand what I'm saying?
Like work in actual radio.
Yeah. Oh, they told me I could do that. I'm the one that found out I couldn't do that.
They told me constantly that the lineup would be there.
Yeah.
Offers would be all over the place.
And now they're shutting down left and right.
Yeah.
What are we being told in the chat room?
That you should
Wear
masks
masks
like
and be like
Slipknot.
Slipknot. Oh, and that's from Spanish too. I didn't even know he was in there.
Or like suicide silence. Yeah.
Why did he spell our name with a C? I'm wondering. First of all.
Well, that's a new listener.
Now,
Or maybe that's what he's naming his
listened
new band.
before. He's listened before.
Maybe he's just using that for his band name.
No, the band name is there's a name. I forget it. He
It's-
posted it.
It's just above it. It's right there.
Yeah, that's it. I gotta stop looking at the chat already.
Anyway, good. Give me another computer to have to watch.
For since it's 2012 and it's the beginning of a new year, we have our 2011 death pool has ended, and we're gonna be announcing the winner of that tonight.
Woo woo.
And
Don't get excited. It's not you.
I know it's not me.
It's never you.
Idiot Amy Winehouse.
we're,
Even if she didn't die, it still wouldn't have been you.
we're going to be giving our picks for a 2012 death pool. We'll explain the rules and everything about it when we get to that. There's a thread in our forum on projectxshow.com where if you want to put your hat in the ring for the 2012 death pool, we'll have to start a new one because I think that was in
like
2011.
And did we even check any of theirs? To
I
see?
checked it a couple times.
Initially, when people first started posting, we
There,
did.
there was one that we had said, one of the listeners had posted it, that we had said if it actually happens and anybody picks it, it's an instant win, was Osama bin Laden. And there was a listener that put it up there.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no, crap. And we called it an instant win?
Yeah, you did.
Whoops. Well, that just threw a monkey wrench in my plans.
However, that same person, if you check their history, logged on, did that, and then haven't been back since. Therefore,
So I can disqualify them.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll have to see who the person is when we get to it. We'll probably start talking about it maybe when we come back from the next break. Do you have your pick? Or you're going to have to make your pick eventually.
Yeah.
We all have our picks. 5 celebrities who you think are going to die this year between now and, 12 o'clock on January 1st, 2013, if we make it that far. And points are awarded. Is the rule system in there? The point system.
Yeah, I think it is at the top there.
Good. We have a point system, and we get to pick. We have a winner. And the winner this year actually won after only getting one celebrity correct. There was a person that had 2 celebrities correct. He lost.
He did.
And we're going to hear from him. He's going to call in tonight to give us his list.
Wait, what?
Yeah. And he's going to.
Why can't we get over the fact that this guy broke up with us? and it is over with. Otter, it is over with.
Sounds a lot like your personal life.
Well,
I don't think she's talking about the show anymore.
Wait until you hear the list.
Are you really that angry at Fivehead?
The thing is, he's going to call in. He's going to give us his list. And there's a reason that he lost. Okay. He'll explain it when he calls in. He's not too happy about it.
I'll bet. There's some bang-dangled reason why he should have won.
No, actually, it's very cut and dry.
There's a
it's
legit
not
reason he
at
didn't
all.
win. There's a very legit
Because it was a rule I forgot about.
He's not going to read it off a piece of paper, though, right? He's got the reason memorized.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, he's not happy about
Just
it.
making sure.
I talked to him earlier today, and he's not happy about it at all. Other than that, we do a brand new top 13
Amen.
from Johnny 5 for 2012. Who got hurt?
That person in question said, ouch.
Okay. So we got a brand new list. We have some stories that are like kind of crappy. Hopefully, girl finds some new ones because they're not good, man. They're not good.
I really hoped I had more to talk about Kentucky, but I just worked a lot.
You did, man. I saw your check-ins. You were at the gas station, you were at the liquor store, and you were at the place you work at.
And the hotel.
And the hotel.
Yeah.
And the hotel.
So it was kind of like being in Ohio.
There was, yeah, that's actually.
Except you checked into a hotel.
Yeah, actually, the text I got from Otter was, it's funny. It's almost like you didn't leave Ohio because your check-ins are exactly the same. Liquor store, work, and gas station.
Except they all say Kentucky.
There really wasn't much to do. It's pretty much work 12 to 14 hours a day, go back to the hotel, drink till I pass out, wake back up and go, sweet, time to go back to work.
There was some story about a cop that pulled a chick over and gave her a ticket and tried to ask her out on a date. I don't think we're going to get to that. There's another story about fat kids and commercials. We might get to that because we can get an interesting perspective.
Because we have a fat kid.
He said it.
Girl does not have that much to add to the story.
Maybe she can find something for us. Maybe you can find a good male-female debate for us.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
You feel up to it?
I'll see if I can.
You
if I
sure?
can muster something up. Yeah.
And brand new idiot nominees for 2012. First one passed.
Oh God, I forgot about that.
You didn't do that either?
I mean, that's not really something
Crap
new.
that I gotta do for this show, man.
That's not really a new thing.
What do you do? You come here and you don't even do that all the time.
I know.
Sometimes.
I'm all thrown off.
She's like, wait,
I'm
I gotta be
here.
there every week?
I seriously think she forgot today.
I still say she's the Johnny Carson of Project.
No, he was good.
And good looking.
39.
And memorable.
Out of Tampa, Florida, 39-year-old Hubert Lee Credit was arrested last night after he stole an ambulance and drove himself to the hospital for treatment for injuries from what Credit claims to have been an earlier altercation with 4 men. At around 10:30 p.m. Thursday, TransCare Ambulance responded to a medical call. As ambulance personnel were responding to a patient, Credit started up the ambulance and began to drive off with the emergency lights activated, according to Tampa police.
Oh, is this the guy that stole the ambulance?
A GPS unit was able to track where the ambulance was heading. About 5 minutes after the incident began, police were able to stop it. He explained to police that he had gotten into an altercation earlier and needed medical attention, thus his reasoning for driving off in the ambulance towards the hospital. When Credit was arrested, there was a noticeable puncture wound to his head. Shortly thereafter, he was transported to Tampa General Hospital for treatment. He's been charged with auto burglary and grand theft auto. He remains in jail on $4,000 bond, according to Hillsbury County Sheriff's Office.
Can you see me?
Oh! You didn't see that?
We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to do some stuff. Since we have the power of showing a YouTube video now, I think I'm going to pick a YouTube video at random. We're just going to show one.
We're just going to look it up during the
Just
break.
because we can. You're listening to Project X.
service. Whether it's dinner for two, an evening at the winery, or a night out on the town, Lifestyle Limousine provides extraordinary service. Check them out on the web, lifestylelimousineservice.com. Reserve your ride now. 330-903-0508. 330-903-0508. Lifestyle Limousine Service. And make sure you tell them Morning Show Central Radio Network sent you. Check out Uncensored Net Noise every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here. Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com.
Here's some awesome retarded comedy, all up in your face.
God, what a week I've had. I had a fly in my house last week. You ever get a fly in your house there, son? Huh? Big greasy fly swirling around? This is what I did. I caught him. Pulled all his legs off. Little bastard can't land. He's been airborne for 5 days. So I went to the dog park, got a big loaf of Basset Hound poo and threw it on my living room floor just to tease him. He's going berserk. That's like dangling a fat guy over a buffet. God, there's all kinds of animals out there. You ever have a fly in your house, dear? God, animals, everywhere animals. I got attacked by an animal a few months ago. Got attacked by a skunk. You ever been attacked by a skunk? What a humiliating attack that is. Thing ran right up on me, squirted ass juice all over my face. Thanks for the ass sauce there, Stripey McGee. How about in India, they got the spitting cobra. Not only does it kill you, but the last thing you hear before you die is... Some animals are smart the way they get you, huh? How about the coyote? They're clever. Here's how the coyotes kill you. What they do is they paint a target in the middle of the highway. Oh, yeah. They fill it up with Acme birdseed. You bend down to eat, they drop a piano on your head. A big, greasy Steinway made of dead elephant meat. Yeah, coyotes are smart. Big thing in the paper last week, too, huh? Now, dolphins. Dolphins, apparently the second smartest creatures on the planet. So I went down to SeaWorld to see what all the commotion was about. I get up to the dolphin tank. Little character jumps up in his tank. He's like... I'm like, genius. I could have got the same information from a retard. Real smart. You live in the water and you still breathe air, you dumbass. There's some animals we don't even need, isn't there? Huh? Come on, folks. Do we need the crow for crying out loud? Do we need crows, my funny little friends? Take this. I'm laying in bed the other morning, right? Having a wonderful little sleep. Sunbeam comes through my window. Hits me in my face. My little eyes flutter open. I'm laying in bed, and all I can hear out in the garden is the merry song of every bird in the bird kingdom. It's like... And then all of a sudden... at 6 in the morning for, man. It's like going to a beautiful opera on a Saturday night. Ave Maria. God, we hate crows, don't we? Huh? We hate them so much we invented scarecrows. Scarecrows don't scare crows, they attract homeless people. Think about it. You're a homeless guy walking down the road. There's some new clothes and a field full of food.
You're listening to MSC Radio Network. And like anything else on the internet, it runs on computers. Lots of computers. And you know, when you're dealing with computers, hard drives sometimes crash. That happened here at MSC. And you know what saved them? Rectiphy backup software. Don't believe us? Well, ask yourself this question. Are you backed up? Probably not. So don't be that guy and wait till it's too late. MSC did their research and tried tons of different backup programs and chose Rectiphy backup software. You know, peace of mind is priceless, and Rectiphy can give you and your computer system that peace of mind. Find out more at rectiphy.com. That's RECTIPHY.com. Cocaine Energy Supplement. Due to great consumer demand, Redux Beverages has officially announced the return of its world-famous Cocaine Energy Supplement. It's now available at retail locations across the country, as well as online at ReduxDirect.com. That's ReduxDirect.com. Don't forget to be part of the all-new Cocaine Energy Supplement social network, where you can meet other Cocaine Energy Supplement fans from around the world. Cocaine Energy Supplement. You can become a member. By logging on to lovecocaine.com. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Jumping from one web host to another can be frustrating. Finding a good web host can be unnerving for even the most experienced of web designers. That's why Uncensored Net Noise has chosen P99 Technologies as its hosting supplier. Established in 1999, P99 Technologies has evolved into a first-class web hosting provider. Its 99.9% uptime rivals many in the industry. That's why they offer their 30-day guarantee, no questions asked. For more information, go to P99.com. P99 Technologies will help you get started with your web presence with honest and expert customer service. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Call the show toll free. 1-888-668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on morningshowcentral.com.
Oh, wow. Language.
Okay, he was PMSing.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network.
MSC Radio Network has just tweeted the following. This bowel movement won't come out. Check us out on Twitter at twitter.com/MSC Radio Network.
More conversation that's guaranteed to make God angry. Project X.
I don't know if I want to go home after the show. My wife's really angry right now.
What'd you do?
What did you do?
Surprisingly, it wasn't me this time.
Yeah.
I guess it kind of was. I got a text.
It's always you.
I got a text from her saying that she's pissed because her cigarettes are in the car.
You have the car?
Yeah.
Well, then I'll give you a hint.
your
Get
fault.
home really fast.
Hold on, there's
Yeah.
more. That her cigarettes are in the car and she can't get the show to load anywhere. I guess either on the internet or on the phone. And she says she's so mad right now, but she's so mad that her typing and her autocorrecting. Because the first one is pissed and pissed. My cigarettes ate in the car, and none of the effing sites will load your Danny show. So when I ask her, like, what does that mean? She says...
A bad idea, by the way.
She goes...
Wrong question, but go ahead.
She goes, my internet is an effing birch and won't do S, and I have no cigarettes, and now I'm really crabby. And, yeah, I'm kind of afraid.
Well, yeah, if you base your internet use off of a tree, then it's going to load slow.
Usually it's been pretty good, man, because we just tether our phones to this new notebook that the kid got, our 6-year-old kid got for Christmas, notebook computer, and we work the internet off of that just fine, and it's good stuff. I don't know what's going If you're not already there, get to the website, project.show.com, product spelled with a K.
Not with a C.
Backwards if you can.
Because we're awesome retarded.
Also, if you want to call 888-668-0742, toll-free worldwide, my idiot nominee, I had to dig back to last year.
Way back when.
Yep. Got in the Wayback Machine and went to North Carolina, where police say a man went to Walmart and tried to buy $476 worth of items with a $1 million bill that he insisted was real.
Nice.
Investigators told Winston-Salem Journal that 53-year-old Michael Fuller tried to buy a vacuum cleaner, a microwave, and other items. Store employees called police after his insistence that the bill was legit, and he was arrested. In case you didn't know, the largest bill in circulation is a $100 bill. The government stopped making bills of up to $10,000 in 1969. He was charged with attempting to obtain property on false pretense and by uttering a forged instrument. I don't know if that's a typo or if that's a thing. I don't like how they word these charges. They're all so weird.
See, here's the thing. I don't call him an idiot for trying to pass it at Walmart. Because if you're going to be able to pass it, chances are that's a good shot. I think he's an idiot for buying so little.
Right? Like the change that he would get back, they wouldn't even have.
Yeah, they wouldn't have it on hand. They didn't have enough to give him change.
I guess he's being held in jail on $17,500 bond.
Which means he can pay that like 10 times.
Easily, right. And he's scheduled to be in court
still get
today.
change back.
Lots of change, still. So that's that guy. And well, I told you, it's funny that you said about Walmart because I think I told you guys a story before about a band. I don't think I should say their names just to kind of protect the innocent, but they're not innocent, but I'll protect them anyway.
Let's protect them.
Good friends of the show who come into town regularly from Wisconsin. And when they tour, and on one of their tours, they were running low on money and didn't have gas money to get to their next gig. And one of the guys had like one of those checks that you get in the mail, like, oh, you have $5,000 or whatever, and he took it to a Walmart and they cashed it.
Hell yeah.
Walmart, like somewhere in, I don't know, nowhere near where they live or where we are, so haven't heard anything back since then.
And now you know why.
What'd you do for Christmas?
We just did the family thing.
Was it hectic?
No, because we split it. We do, because Christmas Eve was always bigger in my family for everyone to get together.
Right.
I mean, when I was a kid, obviously Christmas Day was the day, but in terms of the whole extended family getting together, and we've always done Christmas Eve.
So
that wasn't
easy
a problem.
for you guys.
So we did Christmas Eve there, Christmas morning amongst ourselves, and then went down to the in-laws for Christmas Day.
See, I wish I kind of had it that easy. We had the in-laws over for dinner Christmas Eve, and the kid opened up her gifts from them that night.
Yeah, that's the other thing we would do is then anything between my mom and my sister and brother-in-law, and those get exchanged Christmas Eve.
That was me.
We like to tear shit up.
One. First wheel in the new year.
Start the new year.
Forgot what it was like to be
Thanks
back.
for having me back, guys.
So we did Christmas
Don't
Eve
we
dinner.
only turn his mic on sometimes? Doesn't he have to ask Chris to get it?
Don't we
turned
have
on?
that power over here now?
Yeah, I have that somewhere in here, right?
And then Christmas Day, like we did the presents from Santa Claus in the morning and stuff and all that jazz. And then we went to like my aunt's house, and then we had to go to her grandparents' house.
It's entirely too many houses.
And then we had to go back to my aunt's house, and then we had to go to my mother's house later in the night. Which, by the way, you know that you're getting older when the Christmas gift that you're getting from your mother, you know what you're getting like a week in advance.
Oh, we got ours like 2 weeks in advance from my mom.
And you're excited for it, and it's a new set of dishes.
Yeah, that's.
Oh
why
yeah,
you're
that was
getting older.
we because we got a TV for my mom like 2-3 weeks ahead of time.
Right.
And then the one that actually came from our son that my mother-in-law went out and got because he insisted were glasses because all we had were plastic cups in the house.
That was nice. I, on the other
set of
hand,
glasses.
from my kid, got myself, and I don't know if she's trying to tell me something. She got me a, because they had that Santa shop that we were talking about in the school. She got me a self-grooming kit for males. And it came with like beard trimmers and fingernail clippers and toenail clippers and like a beard comb and like all this stuff. And I'm like, what are you trying to tell me, dude?
Did it say number one dad anywhere on it?
No, it didn't.
Nope, then I won.
Whatever, dude. At least I look pretty.
I don't even drink coffee, but it says I'm number one dad.
She got and everybody else here has boys, so you guys won't know. But I don't know if you have any younger relatives that are females.
I have quite a few younger relatives that are female. All of the wife's side of the family is all nieces.
Have you heard of these monster dolls? Monster High?
Monster.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of that.
Monster High dolls? Because that's all she wanted, dude. Like, she got, like,
the dolls are
8
cool.
of these things.
The dolls are cool. The cartoon sucks.
This doesn't sound like something you would want to give your daughter.
Basically,
Monster
pretty cool.
High.
Yeah, well,
it's pretty cool. It is pretty cool looking. I'm not gonna lie.
Kind of. They look cool, but here's where they get uncool. I guess apparently it's a cartoon, and it's a high school, and it's filled with kids that are sons and daughters of monsters, Frankenstein and Dracula,
the
and
Universal
Wolfman, all
classics,
those guys.
yeah.
So they have like the girl is like Draculaura, and the girl vampire, and then there's Frankenstein, and there's all these other things, and they come with like beds. So like the Frankenstein bed is actually pretty cool because it looks like the bed that Dr. Frankenstein put the monster on. You could actually crank it, and it goes up, and then when you flip it all the way around, there's a mirror in it, so like the girl can, I don't know, do stuff with her face. Here's where it gets a little disturbing is the dolls come with diaries that the dolls had written, and then like little bios of them on the back of the box. And the daughter of Dracula, Draculaura, is a vegetarian.
Mm-hmm.
And her thing says how she doesn't like the icky blood. And you say, well, how can a vampire be a vegetarian? Because they need blood to sustain life, right?
Apparently you've never watched Twilight.
No, I haven't. She oh yeah, we can actually pull that picture up.
I was
to
like,
show
I
these
pulled it
stupid
up.
things. Yeah, Chris, if you can flip over, we could show these things, the pictures up.
Those look like Bratz dolls.
They're like
almost
like Bratz mixed with 90210 mixed with monsters, and to explain, how she can still live without drinking blood is she takes iron supplements.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Iron supplements is what she takes. So I'm like, these
Guess
are stupid.
who just showed up, by the way?
That
would be your wife.
Oh, well, she got it working, so I'm okay.
We're sorry you're pissed.
Well, not really.
No, here's the thing. We
Have a
didn't.
better
Eve asked in
day.
the chat room if we got that for her. We did not. We absolutely refused. Everybody else got those for her. And then also, like, her big gift from Santa Claus this year was a notebook computer, which I remember, like, when I was little, we would, like, open all of our gifts from our parents and from Santa and everything. And since we had the fireplaces in the house, like, the big gift would always be in the fireplace up in the living room up front of the house.
Which was awesome until Dad got drunk and lit the fireplace.
Well, no, because we don't use that fireplace, so it's cool. Because I had a fire going Christmas Eve the night before when her parents were over and stuff, and so I put the laptop computer all wrapped and whatever in the fireplace up front. And Jen goes up there after she's done opening her presents, and she's like, "Oh, Sam, what? There seems to be another present up here." Whatever. Sam goes, and she's like, "Huh? I guess he dropped one in the fireplace." And
he lost one on his way out.
Like, I don't know if she thinks that like Santa brings the gifts for all the kids, like into every house that he goes into. She was like,
he happened to have lost one.
Sure. Like, she didn't know it was for her until she saw her name on it. She was like, "Oh, haha, it's for me. Okay, cool." So we're like, all right, well, let's grab it and go down into the family room and see what it is. As soon as she picks it up, she drops it. And so I look at her like, oh my god. So she goes in and she opens it. So she gets we got her she got the laptop or the notebook, whatever. She got an MP3 player. 6 years old, she got an MP3 player for Christmas because we got her this microphone where,
by the way, your wife also is incredibly lost about the new setup.
Oh yeah, we have a desk now. I thought I told her. So she gets an MP3 player because we get her this microphone that she can sing into. Well, you hook the MP3 player into the microphone, and she can sing along with her favorite songs. So she gets all these things that, like, a 6-year-old when I was growing up would never be close to having.
You were like praying to God you got a bike or
Sure.
like a new Ninja Turtle toy that was
Right.
coming out.
She's walking around like she's like, I don't even have a laptop anymore. So what I did was to kind of be funny, and because she was 90% good most of the year this year. But to just kind of hammer it home that she did a couple effed up things this year, I went into the garage into our, I have charcoal for the grill, and I put it in a Ziploc bag, and I put it in her stocking. She pulls it out, and she's like, huh, I got coal. Like, she wasn't even really phased. She was like, that's funny. I'm like, I guess you did something bad. Like, you must not have been that bad, but bad enough to get some coal. Yeah. Sure. So when we go to the family's houses, and, you know, obviously the first question, all the aunts and uncles and grandparents and everybody, what'd you get for Christmas? All she says is, I got coal in my stocking. Nothing about the MP3 player, nothing about the laptop, nothing about all these monsters. I got coal. Can you believe it? So then, like, our family are starting to look at us like, you, like, really? Like, what the hell? Right?
What kind of juice bag parents are you?
So then we're like, what else did you get, Sam? She's like, oh, yeah, I got a new hat in my stocking, too. Like, okay, this is we'll tell you what she got, okay? Because apparently she's not grasping the gravity of these gifts. So Christmas kind of it was crazy, dude. Like, it was just whatever. I hate the holidays as it is because of how many families we have to go to and how hectic it is. Like, we literally spent maybe 40 minutes to an hour at each house just so we could have time to hop to the other houses between drive time and everything else. On New Year's, what did you do for New Year's?
We were just at the in-laws, honestly. We hung out there. I had to wake the wife up because she fell asleep 5 minutes till midnight.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It literally, she was laying down on the floor. The kid was down on the floor, and he passed out maybe 10 till quarter till whatever the last commercial break was before the count. And she had laid down, and she passed out literally like 5 till.
If you remember correctly, last year between Christmas and New Year's was like the year of my life because I got to go to Boston to see the hometown throwdown, and I was so giddy.
Just that 1 week was the year of your life.
It made the year of my life for the rest of my life to come. This year, I got to spend New Year's in Toledo.
Sounds like fun.
It was not.
All your posts said it wasn't.
Oh my God, it was so terrible.
I was actually concerned for you because you almost sounded suicidal.
Dude, I was. My one status update was like, man, if this is how 2012 is going to be, bring the Mayans early. I'm like, yeah, I hated it. It was so miserable.
So 2011 was the yang to 2010's yin.
Yep.
Okay.
And there's nowhere to go from here, so I really hope that the world ends this year.
Well, no, you can go up. I mean, you could kind of started out 2012 kind of bad, and now it can be better.
I don't think so.
Maybe it's going to improve.
I don't think so. Unless I can get a radio job somewhere. That'd be cool.
That'd be awesome.
That would be.
Especially if it was close to home.
Those don't exist anymore.
No, they don't.
When we come back, we're probably going to start talking about the death pool, I think. I'll announce the winner. I'll announce why he won, and then we'll start doing our lists. And we'll hear from a special surprise guest a little later on. You listen to Project X.
Oh, great. Not another Farmville request. Check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/Morning Show Central. Denying one Farmville request at a time. Call the show toll free. 1-888-668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on morningshowcentral.com.
Here's some awesome retarded comedy all up in your face.
So I'm one of those horrible men who judges women by the most shallow criterion. Don't ever try to judge a woman or anybody by asking them their top 3 records, top 5 foreign films of all time. That's that high fidelity, stupid list that some guys do. And I can't be alone. There's at least one moron in here who does that with women. And women have seen everything come by, 80 times. And if you say, so what's your top 5 films? The girl goes, oh, God, he's one of those guys. I can't wait for this to be over. He's not even getting a hand job. I am out of here. And so every once in a while, I find the girl. We're out on the date. We're driving down the road. And I'm driving. I go, do not ask. Don't do the list thing. Don't do the list thing. Just have a nice conversation. Become interested. Find something interesting to talk about that we can both talk about. Don't dominate the conversation. Don't spin the conversation into things that you know so much about so you can preach stentorian from the mount. Come on. Be open. Be available. I'm driving. My will is breaking down. And finally, I really need to know. So what are the 3 CDs in your changer right now? Well, I'm really listening to the new Nickelback. Get the fuck out of my car! You suck, whatever! You suck, whatever! Whatever! I want a woman who can sit me down, shut me up, tell me 10 things I don't already know, and make me laugh. I don't care what you look like. Just turn me on. And if you can do that, I will follow you on bloody stumps through the snow. I will nibble your mucklucks with my own teeth. I will do your windows. I will care about your feelings. Just have something in there. I want one of them readers. That's what I want. I want a reader. And so you go out with the girl and you're driving. So what are you reading right now? And all too often, well, I'm not much of a reader. I'm not much of a dinner buyer. Get out, get out, get out, get out. But we're lost in the stucco sprawl of L.A. I don't care. But every once in a while, you meet the one who reads. So what are you reading? He asked. The date killer question. So what are you reading? Well, I'm in the middle of a book right now. Oh my God, she's in the middle of a book. Be still, my beating heart. So what are you reading? He asked expectantly. Nerves tingling, body a quiver. Well, I'm in the middle of this Harry Potter. Don't be an adult woman and read a fucking child's book in my car. Get the fuck out! So, it's obvious a guy like me is going to live alone for the rest of his life.
Let the word go forth.
Created by the people, for the people. Jousted Out tackles the politics of today, expressing views of all sides.
As our founders pledged, a more perfect union.
Are you ready to joust it out? Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m.
So we Americans must not fear change. Instead, let us welcome it, embrace it, and create it.
On MorningShowCentral.com. You're listening to MSC Radio Network, and like anything else on the internet, it runs on computers. Lots of computers. And you know, when you're dealing with computers, hard drives sometimes crash. That happened here at MSC. And you know what saved them? Rectiphy backup software. Don't believe us? Well, ask yourself this question. Are you backed up? Probably not. So don't be that guy and wait till it's too late. MSC did their research and tried tons of different backup programs and chose Rectiphy backup software. You know, peace of mind is priceless, and Rectiphy can give you and your computer system that peace of mind. Find out more at rectiphy.com. That's RECTIPHY.com. If you live the lifestyle, then you should arrive in style. Lifestyle Limousine Service. Whether it's dinner for two, an evening at the winery, or a night out on the town, Lifestyle Limousine provides extraordinary service. Check them out on the web, lifestylelimousineservice.com. Reserve your ride now. 330-903-0508. 330-903-0508. Lifestyle Limousine Service. And make sure you tell them Morning Show Central Radio Network sent you. Cocaine Energy Supplement. Due to great consumer demand, Redux Beverages has officially announced the return of its world-famous Cocaine Energy Supplement. It's now available at retail locations across the country, as well as online at ReduxDirect.com. That's ReduxDirect.com. Don't forget to be part of the all-new Cocaine Energy Supplement social network, where you can meet other Cocaine Energy Supplement fans from around the world. Cocaine Energy Supplement. You can become a member. By logging on to lovecocaine.com. Pete 99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Jumping from one web host to another can be frustrating. Finding a good web host can be unnerving for even the most experienced of web designers. That's why Uncensored Net Noise has chosen P99 Technologies as its web hosting supplier. Established in 1999, P99 Technologies has evolved into a first-class web hosting provider. Its 99.9% uptime rivals many in the industry. That's why they offer their 30-day guarantee, no questions asked. For more information, go to P99.com. P99 Technologies will help you get started with your web presence with honest and expert customer service. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right.
Rise above the clutter, brand your identity, and make a statement. Broken Fan Media. Expert video production, television and web commercials, music video, real estate tours, live concerts and events, state-of-the-art post-production, video and audio editing. Check us out on the web at brokenfanmedia.com. 434-944-0472. Broken Fan Media, the next generation of sight and sound. If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade with the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area. They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningShowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com. Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits, a 99.5% uptime guarantee, and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now. User-friendly and ready to serve. MorningShowCentral.com.
The best show on the internet, on this website, between 7 and 9 Eastern. Project X.
I can give a little shout out to the Boston peeps, the 737 peeps that I miss dearly. Hope they had a good time. Only one of them's in there, even though
I was like, one?
multiple said that they would be in there tonight for the first time, and they're not holding true. So
since last year,
only to Eve, I guess. Then, if you're not out there, get to the website projectxshow.com. Project spelled with a K,
not with a C.
Beverage if you can.
Because we're awesome retarded.
Also, if you want to call 888-668-0742, toll free worldwide. Girl.
Yes.
I'm not going to ask you for your idiot. I'm going to ask Johnny 5. But did you work on that Battle of the Sexes? You got anything for us yet?
Oh, I'm working on it.
No, you're not. No, you're not. What's your idiot nominee?
Making stuff up.
Mine's out of Barrie, Ontario.
Okay, then hi to Bill, too. My bad.
Which is in the great north of Canada. Guy calls 911. Says, hey, I just got run over. So the police respond and find out he was run over by a shopping cart. Apparently a woman had run over his foot with a shopping cart and apologized to him, but that wasn't good enough. He called 911 to say, you know, hey, I want the police out here to talk to her. He was later arrested. And the local authorities want to remind residents that 911 is for life and death emergencies only, and that shoppers should operate their carts in a safe manner.
Wow. Some serious stuff.
I forgot that part.
Speaking of Mighty Bill, who's a good friend of the show, he would call in every now and then to, I don't know, amuse us with his accent and give us a little taste of Mark Wahlberg.
That was terrible, by the way.
Couple weeks ago, I think it was a couple weeks ago, he bought a $2 instant scratch-off lottery ticket and won $20,000.
What?
So, Bill, we could use some new stuff at the studio here. In case you want to know how you could help out.
I could use a date.
What a whore.
I don't know if you realize this, but there's a camera.
Yeah, they can see you now.
They can see you.
Very nice.
Not going to be a problem.
If it was JT,
so last year, last year was the second year.
It was the first full year.
Sure, that we did the project.
We did like a quarter of a year, if that.
Right.
The year before.
I don't even remember who won the first year.
No one.
No one.
None of us got any points.
That's sad.
People kept dying, but no one on the list.
No one that was on any of our list died.
Well, this year, this past year, 2011, we did another one. And honestly, I forgot all about it. Not going to lie. You texted the other day and asked, so we're going to announce the winner of the 2011 Death Pool and then do ones for 2012. I totally forgot that we did
Well,
it.
what happened, I was just telling you off the air, I was sitting at home last night and we had the news on and I saw a brief clip, and they were like, Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin, and my immediate reaction was just, God, no! and then they said, oh, now she's engaged to her. I said, oh, okay. And my wife said, what, whose list is she on? You know what? I said, mine, but it's now 2012, so I wouldn't get any points for it.
Right.
I was like, but that's fine. And so she started laughing about that. So then I immediately picked up the phone and texted you and Johnny 5 and said, hey, what better time, basically? It's the 3rd of January, and we can announce officially the winner for last year. Let's do one since we're making our big return show.
And the thing is, like, I don't even know where my head's at. Like, I don't know if it's just stupid holidays or stupid me, but, you know, knowing full, all right, we're going to come in and we're going to start 2012 off strong. We're going to do a good show and we're going to try to do a relaunch and this and that. I didn't even think about.
We never,
we
in
never
those
talked
last
about
shows.
Sure. So last year, we each picked 5 people that we thought were going to die in 2011. I don't know how to work a laptop.
I was like, what are you doing? I had it all set up for you.
Now, my list was the baby from the E-Trade commercials. Now, basically, I picked that because I just really wanted big points. And there was a video online involving that baby, and I thought he died for real. And I got really excited, found out he didn't. I had Mickey Rooney, who I got really excited when I heard Andy Rooney died because I thought I had Andy Rooney, but I didn't.
Which I did tell Brian, I don't know if I ever told you, was one of the funniest moments in The Muppets for me this year, because only I in the theater found it this hilarious. But Mickey Rooney is one of the cameos.
Okay.
And I just immediately started laughing because to me it existed solely as a giant FU to you because you're still alive.
Well, then I'm okay that I haven't seen that movie yet still. Nancy Reagan, Dick Clark, and Zsa Zsa Gabor, I believe, was my holdover from last year. I didn't score any points. Pat, David Arquette, Muhammad Ali, Wilford Brimley, the aforementioned Aretha Franklin, and Kirk Douglas, which you thought was a good pick until you find out that he started doing better.
No, that's Michael Douglas.
Yeah, it was Michael.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes.
Which one had the throat cancer?
Michael. Kirk is his father, who is obviously
Really
much
old.
older than him and is still alive as well. I was counting on the stress from his son being sick.
Got it.
And his old age doing him in.
Well, didn't somebody have Michael Douglas?
I did, but I don't think it was this year. I
Not
think
on
I
this
had
one.
Michael
She
Douglas.
had in the quarter
Yeah.
year, because we were, as the rules apply this year, we were allowed one holdover.
Right.
Kirk
And I
Douglas was my holdover from the end of 2010.
And I didn't keep Michael because he got better.
The chick, the hot Salma Hayek, by the way, is getting knighted in France.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
She's gonna be Lady Salma Hayek. I don't know, because that Sarkozy dude really likes her.
She's not even French.
Spanish.
Or a knight.
Who is that?
She will be.
They're going to make her a dude then?
He's a guy that was on the show. Had Betty White, who was just rude. Brett Michaels, which would have been sweet. Elizabeth Taylor, who ate it. Kim Jong-il, who ate it. And Jerry Lewis, who took it in the butt from the MS people, or the Jerry's kids, whatever, but he didn't die.
Which was the exact opposite of what happened with Jerry Sandusky.
Exactly. So
there was a whole different group of Jerry's kids.
Spanish had 2 scores. Girl was disqualified because she tried to pick all of Hollywood or something. Or the whole cast
the cast of
yeah,
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
I was like, it was
By the
something
way,
ridiculous.
None of them died, and I'm very surprised about that. Because I really thought somebody on that cast was going to die.
No, they got rid of Julie Taymor, and everyone's fine.
Al Molinaro, who I still don't know who that is. Do you know who that is? Molinaro?
I know the name.
Al Molinaro was the dude from Happy Days. He played.
Was he the?
Oh, was he Al?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Al,
the
diner owner.
The diner
I
owner
remember-
that wasn't Pat Morita.
How sad is it that that name completely slipped my mind?
Okay, so that's a weird pick. She also had Elizabeth Taylor, Hugh Hefner, and Zsa Zsa Gabor. None of them. She had Elizabeth Taylor. Johnny 5 had Doug Stanhope, Amy Winehouse, John Mahoney, Leonard Nimoy, and Regis Philbin. We all know what happened to Amy Winehouse. Now, the way the point system works for this, okay, is you get 1 point for every year.
By the way, real quick, just we did have 3 listener lists.
Oh, yeah.
Only one of them scored any points, with Osama bin Laden being
Who
on
was that?
one list.
What's the name? The Flaming Sea I don't know if that's cut off or if that's the name.
No, that's it.
I think it's the name.
Apparently, I said if you put Osama bin Laden in your list and he died this year, we'd give you an automatic win because I've been wanting to see that happen for years. However, that person hasn't been around since last year, so you lose.
Bill was one of the ones with the list, but he didn't score any points.
Nobody else scored.
As well as Casey.
So the way that the point system works out is you get 1 point for every year under the age of 100 that the deceased is at the time of their death. So if somebody's 49 when they die, you get 51 points, okay? Let's see. Roster entries that are 100 or older score 1 point each. The following bonus points are awarded. First blood is a first confirmed kill, 10 points. Solo shot is any kill that is unique to the group, 15 points, someone that nobody else has. And last gasp is the last confirmed kill of the game, just 10 extra points. The person with the most points by 12 a.m., January 1st, 2012, wins. Same point system is going to apply this year as last year. Now, that point system being said, Johnny 5 won this year with 88 points for the Amy Winehouse kill alone because of how young she was and because it was a unique kill.
Yes.
Solo kill, right? Those are the only two she got for that?
Yeah. Yeah, 73 for her age and 15 for the unique.
For the fact that no one else had her on his list.
Now, Spanish came in a very close second. Very, very close. By 2 points. 86 points Spanish had, okay, for Kim Jong-il, for a solo kill and his age, and for Zsa Zsa Gabor. Or, I'm sorry, Liz
Kim
Taylor.
Jong-il actually got him solo kill, last gasp,
and his age. And then Liz Taylor, her age. And then girl came in third with 21 points for Liz Taylor. She should have had, that was just for points, she should have had first kill, but she didn't get it because I said so.
We got into a fight and you gave it to Spanish.
I would say she got She got disqualified.
I don't
from
remember
it.
what the fight was about, but you and I got into a fight and you said
it was probably your fault though.
It was the fact that you're girl, so therefore
Yeah.
she doesn't get the bonus points.
Basically.
We do have a caller, by the way.
Oh, we do?
Yes.
Well, I guess he's ready to give his list then, if it's not somebody else. Project X, you're on the air. That's a cool call.
Are you cursing?
Is that a robot? Is this Morse code?
Are we receiving a fax machine?
Johnny 5, get on the Morse code.
Yeah, no.
Is it our call waiting? I don't understand. Is there somebody on the line? Can you see him in the mirror? What's he doing with his hands?
Should be right now.
Yes.
There.
Oh,
Okay. So
I thought you were flatlining for a minute.
We lost him.
So this is Spanish. Okay.
What's up, guys?
I still don't remember this person.
Now you called a little premature, but that's okay. We'll get your list out of the way.
I can call back.
No.
That's the way telephones work.
I'm sure it's never happened before.
Yeah, ooh, bazinga! You're already here. So now you have a beef. You lost by only 2 points, 88 to 86. You lost to Johnny 5. Now explain why you lost and why you're angry about it.
Well, as you know, you just explained the point system and how it works is that for a solo shot you get 15 extra points.
Right.
Well, if it wasn't for girl picking the same one that I did, I would have won. She messes up everything.
What say you to that? Did you do that on purpose? Did you pick one of his just so in case we ran into the situation he would lose?
I did. I snuck into his house late one night.
Ew.
And tucked underneath his pillow was the death pool list that he had.
And his last baby tooth, but she left that alone.
I will point out that this contingency plan didn't just apply to Spanish.
Sure.
There was the potential for it to apply to you, as she also stole Zsa Zsa Gabor off her list.
Because if you look at her list, she stole Liz Taylor from Spanish. She stole Zsa Zsa from me. She went with I don't think she was trying to win with the Happy Days guy. She was just trying to be funny, and she failed. Hugh Hefner, he's going to live for. I think she just phoned it in on that one. I don't think she was trying.
And then she knew we wouldn't give her an entire group of people.
Honestly, I personally think Hugh Hefner is already dead. He's just a holograph because the guy has enough money to do that.
If you look at her list, okay, I think she prepared late for last year's death pool. What she did was she was on Google or Yahoo. She was doing her little research, and she was like, "Oh, Spider-Man's in the news. They're all gonna die." While she was watching Happy Days, oh, that guy's gonna die. Who does Spanish have? That girl.
See, the problem was. She watched.
I'm looking at a Playboy. Hefner, and what does Otter have? Okay, her.
She was watching Happy Days, And she was going to go with Mr. C, but realized he was already dead.
Yeah, what was that 2010 or was that 11?
I think that was the end of 10.
I think, honestly, I was looking at...
Tom Bosley was
I
the end of 10.
started thinking about, like, old TV guys.
Bosley, but you only picked one.
Well, I got distracted.
By
bright, shiny things, I'm sure.
So Spanish, being in second place this past year, I would expect you to have a good showing this year. So let's hear your 5 for your death pool list for 2012.
You just want to run it down now?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Well, I'm going to go with my number 1. I'm going to go with Jerry Lewis. I think he's at the point where his kids don't care about him, and neither do anyone.
French.
So he's...
You remember that you're only allowed 1 carryover from the previous year, right? And that's your 1.
Oh, I had that last year?
Yes.
Ah, crap.
You need a couple minutes to rethink this.
You need to call back for real now?
Yeah, you know what? Let me call back. Yeah, I'm hanging up. Bye.
Okay, bye.
He's really not happy about that one.
That's why you always go back and look at your list. The first thing I did when I went to write my list was pull up the Project X site, look at my list from last year, and go, all right, who am I keeping and who can't I?
I knew who I had.
Now, I'm going to start with the people that had the lowest scores last year, which are Pat and I.
With 0 points.
We tied for 4th.
I was like 4th, because even girls scored points.
Now, last year, I phoned it in for real, because I forgot we were supposed to do it until like 5 minutes before we went on the air. So I just started picking people off of everybody else's list. I'm not going to lie.
I literally just made mine.
That's fine. That's like I was worse off than that. So this year, I did some research. I took it semi-seriously because I'm going for the win this year. I'm not messing around. And I found out one.
Typed it up.
Yup. Last year, or not last year, 2 weeks ago, I found out that this broad was in bad disrepair. And so my number 1 is the jazz singer Etta James. You too?
Yeah, because she's really sick.
I know, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't think anybody else paid attention.
No, she's really sick.
I was tell you before the show.
You're right. You were right. So I was watching the news with my wife 2 weeks ago, and that came up. And I start freaking out. Like, I'm sitting with Jen, and I'm like, oh, my God, hold out for 2 weeks. Oh, my God, hold out for 2 weeks. Because I knew that was going to be the number 1 on my list because she was on a respirator. Now, she's doing well enough to take her off the respirator. She's off now. However,
they still say it is.
She's gone. It just happened.
1938, so she's 74.
Yep. Well.
Right?
No, unless she was born within the past couple days.
Well, I did everybody for this year. Yeah, I did do everyone for this year.
Her birthday is actually January 25th.
Okay, well, then she,
1938.
If she holds out, then, for that long. Now, my number 2 is the lesser-known Robin Gibb from the Bee Gees. Apparently, now see, I'm not really sure what happened with this dude. He had a really bad, he's had bad health problems for the past couple years. He had a pretty bad 2010. He had a really bad 2011. Now, the last thing that happened, I believe, in November is the UK papers were reporting that he had liver failure. But then other things are reporting that he has stomach problems that, like, are bad and are going to kill him. So either way he goes, I don't care.
This is a good one. He's fairly young.
Yeah.
He'll be 63 this year.
So if he goes, I'm okay with that. I don't care how he goes. Just go. Number 3 is my carryover from last year. And, dude, I'm just going to do her every year until she dies. Zsa Zsa has to go.
That sounds very dirty.
I'm okay with that, too.
Which gets you, like, a point.
Whatever.
Born in 1936.
I don't care. She has to go.
She's really 30? I thought she was older than that.
I don't care if I lose points because she's like 200 when she dies. She needs to go.
See, she's been old. She's been around long enough that she can actually go back and adjust her birthday. She's probably a lot older. But she knows the people.
Every time somebody puts the correct birthday on her wiki, she has her prints on it, changing it.
Yeah.
Now, my last 2 I phoned in because the site that I was doing my research on ate it. Like I hope these people do. I saw a lot of people, I don't know if she's having health problems, but the ex-British Prime Minister, Margaret Thatcher.
I think that's just age.
Is she that? I thought she was only like in her 70s. I could be wrong. Johnny Five, get on it.
1925.
Whoa!
She was born in 1925.
So
she'll be 87 this year.
Whatever. That'll be a cool 13 points. And then number 5, because this guy's been having problems for the past couple of years, and I'd be really stoked to see him go, is Fidel Castro. Who's old-ish still, but he's not 85 like the other broad, right? I had the ages on my other side.
I was like, I I just pulled up their Wikipedia pages, and it's got their birth dates on them.
Hold on.
You know.
Castro.
Just throwing it out there.
I got it. It's
You
coming
can't
up.
believe Wikipedia. You believe everything you see.
1931.
Okay, so that's not terrible. Sure.
He'd be 80.
Depending on when he dies.
Yeah. What about you?
Mine, I always start off with my carryover. So my carryover from last year, I actually looked at my list, and I didn't want to carry over anyone. I almost did Aretha Franklin. I figured since she is getting engaged, her health carried over between last year, so I couldn't.
She's revitalized.
I couldn't use that. Yeah, she's revitalized. She's not going. So I went with my carryover from last year is Muhammad Ali, born January 17th, 1942. So he'll be turning 70 years old this year. Number 4 is the one that pretty much everyone has on their list at this point, Etta James.
I didn't even know you guys knew who she was.
Yeah.
Shut up. Don't sing. Don't sing. You're all right. You're Etta James is disqualified.
You sang. It's not allowed. January 15th, 1938, as we already said. My number 3, you were talking about hoping she would hold on. My number 3 was one that I've been hoping for about the last month and a half would hang on, because my biggest fear was that he would pull an Andy Rooney, and once he got out of what he was famous for, would die immediately.
Right.
It is Joe Paterno.
Yep.
December 21st, 1926.
Man, I
totally
need a new list.
I totally thought he was going to say something else. Because we talked about it before the show again.
Regis?
Yep.
Regis cannot die.
Shut up.
No, well, Paterno's just a case like Rooney where he's been doing one thing for almost a century as it is.
No, let's face it. His family's going to put him down.
He's in the middle of a scandal right now. He's come out as whatever type of cancer he has.
That might be the funniest thing she's ever
Just come
said.
right out there and
I've been
say it.
I've been waiting to say this line all day.
He didn't rape anybody. God.
Number 2 for me is Hall of Fame catcher Gary Carter, born April 8th, 1954.
Yeah, doesn't he have something going on?
He has very bad, I believe it was actually brain cancer.
Okay. You think that would be Kirby Puckett?
Very late stages of it, they said. So they're trying to reduce the tumor, but it's still very likely. My number 1 is, I told Johnny Five before I was going, and I actually kind of have to credit this half to one of my managers.
Brock Lesnar.
No. I was going for someone young that would score lots of points, who most people won't think of, but has shown cracks in the facade lately of possibly going off the deep end this year, is Rihanna.
Oh, yeah?
Born February 20th, 1988.
What are her cracks?
She keeps canceling shows sick.
Because she's pregnant.
She keeps leaving shows. Her management is flipping out at her. She's just being a crackpot across the board, basically.
Riddle me this before we take a break and come back with the rest of the death pool list.
Okay.
I believe Beyonce is supposed to have her demon child
Any day now.
Okay. If I picked that baby, is that a celebrity?
No.
Upon birth. If it dies after it's born.
Yeah.
It's gotta be a celebrity, right?
Pretty. I mean, she broke Twitter when she.
You've already
she was
given your
pregnant.
list.
I need a pen.
You've already given your list.
You've already given
you
your
can't
list.
revise
It's
after
in the
fact.
ether, baby.
I'd have 100 points.
However, I have not given my list.
Nor have I.
Yeah. Way to give the idea to anyone that isn't me or you.
We're going to take a short break. When we come back, Rooster's going to give his list.
I have Chris's list.
Chris's list. None of the 2 losers.
Maybe Spanish will call back.
We'll see what last year's winner had.
That idiot can figure it out.
You're listening to Project X.
Language.
Okay, he was PMSing.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. If you live the lifestyle, then you should arrive in style. Lifestyle Limousine Service. Whether it's dinner for 2, an evening at the winery, or a night out on the town, Lifestyle Limousine provides extraordinary service. Check them out on the web, lifestylelimousineservice.com. Reserve your ride now. 330-903-0508. 330-903-0508. Lifestyle Limousine Service. And make sure you tell them Morning Show Central Radio Network sent you. Cocaine Energy Supplement. Due to great consumer demand. Redux Beverages has officially announced the return of its world-famous cocaine energy supplement. It's now available at retail locations across the country, as well as online at ReduxDirect.com. That's ReduxDirect.com. Don't forget to be part of the all-new Cocaine Energy Supplement social network, where you can meet other Cocaine Energy Supplement fans from around the world. Cocaine Energy Supplement. You can become a member. By logging on to lovecocaine.com. What do you need to know about the Sunday Hangover Show? The name says it all. Leave it alone, man. The Sunday Hangover Show. Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. on morningshowcentral.com. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Jumping from one web host to another can be frustrating. Finding a good web host can be unnerving for even the most experienced of web designers. That's why Uncensored Net Noise has chosen P99 Technologies as its web hosting supplier. Established in 1999, P99 Technologies has evolved into a first-class web hosting provider. Its 99.9% uptime rivals many in the industry. That's why they offer their 30-day guarantee, no questions asked. For more information, go to P99.com. P99 Technologies will help you get started with your web presence with honest and expert customer service. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right.
Here's some awesome retarded comedy all up in your face.
Money's gone now, though. I gotta try to spend my money, especially on groceries. I buy cheap groceries, cheap stuff. Ramen noodles and bologna. I was on the phone with my mom the other night. She heard me moving around. She's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm making a bologna sandwich." She's like, "Ooh, I haven't had one of those in forever." I was like, "Yeah, that's because you can afford ham." She's like, "Oh, but bologna tastes so good." I said, "No, it doesn't. Bologna tastes like failure. Failure and broken dreams and garbage. It's disgusting." Actually, I had to make my mom a birthday gift this year because I couldn't afford to buy her one. I was like, "Hey, Mom, I know you wanted a gold necklace, but please accept this macaroni one instead." Wish I was younger, like 13. 13's such a good age. That was back when you first started playing with yourself. Back when it was fun and exciting. Before it became a life-controlling habit. It's a very awkward age, though, because it's like adolescence, so you don't know where you fit in. I had trouble fitting in back then. The only cool thing I ever did was wrestling. I was a really good wrestler. Made it all the way to states with my signature move. It was called the accidental erection. I won a lot of matches, okay? I even made a few friends. It was great. So I've been with my girlfriend for 6 years now, and I think she wants to get married. So I asked her what she wanted for her anniversary. She just kept saying that she wanted a special gift. I want a special gift. Give me something special, something special, something special. So I bought her an Xbox 360. I was at the jewelry store looking at engagement rings. I was like, special, yes, but only fun for one person. Xbox 360's 4 players. It only made sense to me. I'm afraid to get married because everybody in my family is divorced, so I'm afraid to get divorced. When the going gets tough, quit and have an affair. That's what we say. Screw it. They all get remarried, too, so I end up with new relatives at family picnics every summer. I was at a barbecue a couple months ago. I see this guy that I've never seen before. I was like, "Who are you?" He said, "I'm married to your aunt." I said, "Have a burger. Enjoy it while it lasts." You like Budweiser? Good, because her last husband left a case here. It's still cold. You know, they say you find your true love when you least expect it. That's very true for my family. I don't think any of them expected to find it when they were already married. All my friends are getting married. They like to tell me what it's like to be married. Like I have one friend. He told me that he likes it when his wife calls him daddy when they make love. If you're into that, that's cool. Go for it. It's kind of weird to me, though, being from a split family and all. I might make her call me stepdaddy. Maybe I'll be like, "Oh, yeah, who's your mom's boyfriend?"
Rise above the clutter, brand your identity, and make a statement. Broken Fan Media. Expert video production, television and web commercials, music video, real estate tours, live concerts and events, state-of-the-art post-production, video and audio editing. Check us out on the web at brokenfanmedia.com. 434-944-0472. Broken Fan Media. The next generation of sight and sound.
You're listening to MSC Radio Network, and like anything else on the internet, it runs on computers. Lots of computers. And you know, when you're dealing with computers, hard drives sometimes crash. That happened here at MSC. And you know what saved them? Rectiphy backup software. Don't believe us? Well, ask yourself this question. Are you backed up? Probably not. So don't be that guy and wait till it's too late. MSC did their research and tried tons of different backup programs and chose Rectiphy backup software. You know, peace of mind is priceless, and Rectiphy can give you and your computer system that peace of mind. Find out more at rectiphy.com. That's RECTIPHY.com.
If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade with the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area. They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningShowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com.
Check out Uncensored Net Noise every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here. Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com.
Produced by alcoholics.
Somebody spilled beer in this ashtray.
Enjoy Project X.
On MorningShowCentral.com.
If you're not already there, get to the website, ProjectXShow.com. Project spelled with a K.
Not with a C.
Backwards if you can.
Because we're awesome retarded.
Also, if you want to call 888-668-0742, toll-free worldwide. If you can't sit in front of your computer for 2 hours and you have a smartphone, you can listen to us on your smartphone. There's an app called TuneIn Radio. If you search for MSC Radio Network on TuneIn Radio on Tuesday night, you'll hear us live. Or if you missed any part of the show, you can hear us, the podcast of the show, on Stitcher if you search for Project X. Before we get back to the lists, girl, you have an idiot nominee yet?
I do.
What we got? On mic, please.
Are you sure you have an idiot nominee?
Yeah.
It doesn't sound very confident.
I got it. Okay, they say love makes you do crazy things.
Not that you'd know.
No, I wouldn't. But that may not help Ryan Jarvis, who allegedly proposed to his girlfriend with a stolen ring.
Yes.
The 25-year-old Vermont man asked his partner, Amber LaFountain, to marry him with a $3,200 diamond ring he had allegedly stolen. She said yes.
That's what I was going to say.
She said yes, and over the new moon, and it was over the new moon with her flashy ring. His fiance took to Facebook to post pictures showing it off. And it was tips from Facebook users that led to his arrest on Tuesday. Jarvis is accused of taking the white gold solitaire ring from a jeweler's in Burlington on Monday. The young father had been looking at items in a Zales jewelry on Church Street for about an hour before he asked to see the ring. And I guess they never saw it again until it was on Facebook.
Ding, 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 ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
If he didn't get caught, I'd say he's not an idiot.
No, absolutely not. I'd say the girl's an
The
idiot.
girl is the idiot.
You're never an idiot until you get caught.
Yeah.
Well, that's why my primary rule is if the person has not been caught, you're disqualified.
Yep.
I've had so many good ones that I had to put away because the person was still at large. No matter how dumb they were, they still hadn't officially been caught yet.
Now we're going to get back to the death pool lists for 2012. If you want to get in on the game, we'll have a thread in the forum on our website, ProjectXShow.com, where you can add your list and you'll be in the running for the game. Now, apparently, I'm guessing it's Spanish that we have back. Is that you?
Yep.
Okay, so let's get your list.
All right, I'll run it down real quick because I know you guys don't want to talk to me. So here we go.
No, it's just me that doesn't want to talk to you.
And a little bit me.
Excuse me. My callback from last year, and the one I really, Otter, you said you have one that you just kind of keep trying, you still want.
Right.
This is the only one that I have that I'm calling back, and I'm going to call back every year until she does die.
Betty White.
And this is also, and please understand, this is one that I don't want to die, but I think she's going to.
But you just said you want
and
her
I'm
to.
going with, no, I don't want.
Well,
but
if she's
in
on
this
your list,
case,
you want
I
her
do
to die.
because of her points.
Okay.
Right. Betty White.
All right.
You're an evil, evil person.
I know. I figured they'd say that. Now, on the flip side of things, this is the one that I don't think will die, but I want to die, is Kim Kardashian.
That'd be a good one.
Apparently, she came down with a bad case of psoriasis, so I'd love to see that happen. I'd love to see her, the first person to die of psoriasis.
Scratch yourself to death.
Which, by the way,
she would be stupid enough to do that.
Her ex-husband, Chris Humphries, was just in Cleveland on Sunday because the Cavs were playing the Nets, and apparently every time he touched the ball, he got booed, like LeBron did when he first came back.
He's the most hated basketball player in the NBA right now.
He's the most hated basketball player that no one actually knows anything about.
Right. Exactly. And then after that is very, very smart rocket scientist Stephen Hawking. He is 69, and
he's a robot.
I would say he's already an android.
Yeah,
so
he's
I don't
half
think he
robot.
can die.
well, his battery's going to run out. So, and then after that, I'm going to go with Hef. Hugh Hefner. He's 85. I think he's seen too many boobs in his life, and I think it's going to end for him. And last but not least, I would love to see her die, and especially of some kind of facial reconstruction or something. Joan Rivers. She's 78 years old.
Come on.
Oh, she's great.
She's a darling. Suzanne Summers,
And
I
we
would
can-
not see dying from facial reconstruction.
And we can recycle her when she dies.
Exactly.
We're going to have to
She
recycle
will
her
not
when she does.
decay.
California has a recycling law, dude. You're going to have to recycle
Your
her.
Mountain Dew 2-liter bottle was made out of Joan Rivers.
We're reducing our carbon footprint. Thank you, Joan Rivers.
That's why it tastes so bitter.
Thank you, Spanish. 2011's runner-up.
All right, guys.
Appreciate it, man.
Later, loser.
That pop was great, but now I want to critique everyone's fashion.
Chris's list that you have.
I do have Chris's list in front of me. We have number 1, Billy Graham.
The Reverend.
The Reverend Billy Graham.
That's actually a pretty good pick.
Number 2, Dick Clark, who's on my list a couple years ago, who I say is going to be fun because if he's going to go, it's going to be during that damn countdown. So you'll be watching, going 5, 4. Wait a second, is he going? Is he going? Come on, don't get to 1. Don't get to 1.
He's already dead. They're just moving his lips with marionette style.
We did comment this year watching it. I thought he looked better this year than he did last year.
How'd he sound?
I sounded much clearer than he has in the past.
He sounded about you saying.
Number 3, Fidel Castro.
And there goes that.
Number 4, Kirk Douglas.
Not Michael, apparently.
Not Michael, Kirk Douglas. And number 5, Zsa Zsa Gabor.
There goes that one. Let's see. Who was well, Rooster has 0 points last year. So who do you have?
Yeah, I didn't even make one last year.
That's why I couldn't remember if you had one or not.
All right, my number 1 is mine's completely random. My number 1 is a want to die. Like this person just needs to die, and that's Ashton Kutcher.
Okay.
Just needs to go.
Fair enough. It almost made my list.
It would be really funny if he died and Charlie Sheen doesn't.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Ashton Kutcher's gonna die because he took the slot, and Charlie Sheen's gonna go. Told you not to take the job.
And they're gonna have to go back and recast Charlie in the role.
Right.
My number 2 pick is Oprah. I like what I've noticed about the death poll is that people, like, the more random they are, like sometimes they're in the news a lot and then they bite it. Sometimes they pop out of the news for a while and then they bite it.
Maybe the stress of OWN will get to her.
Well, her new show, she travels all over the place, so there's that too.
They get eaten by a lion.
I'm sure that was all recorded like 4 years ago.
My number 3, and it's just because I recently watched a movie with him, and I was like, he's got to be going soon. Jeff Goldblum, not somebody I want to see go. Just I can see it happening because he's not, like, from what I've seen, he's not doing a whole lot of anything exciting right now. So it's going to be one of those deaths where it's just kind of like, I didn't see that coming.
He is looking kind of frail. He's
going to go just before they finally greenlight Independence Day 2, just so they have to come up with a reason to write his character out.
My number 4 is hand in hand with my number 1. I just got to see you go, and it's probably going to be from an angry person out in the crowd. It's Dane Cook.
Yeah, I would be okay with that. I don't. Is he even do anything anymore?
I would say the hype's died down on that.
Yeah, and he did kick his drug habit, so that kind of throws a monkey wrench into that.
Maybe that'll kill him.
Oh, he had a drug habit? I didn't even know he had a drug habit.
Just because you kick it doesn't mean it's completely kicked to the curb. All right, there's always hope for you to get back on that horse.
There's always hope to relapse.
Exactly. And my number 5 is real random. And if you watch a lot of YouTube like I do, you'll know who this person is. This guy's from Epic Mealtime, and he's always eating everything they make, and he goes by the name Muscles Glasses. And he's just some douchey looking dude, muscular like the jock in high school, just wears those aviators because apparently they're still cool in his world, and he's always covered in grease from all the bacon and the meat.
I'll tell you, that's
he's
a good
eating.
pick, man, because this guy takes handfuls, and he has big mitts, like handfuls of mayonnaise, and just eats a handful of mayonnaise. That's a good pick.
That's like, have you ever watched My Drunk Kitchen?
No.
Oh, it's just this girl who like cooks food and gets wasted, but she's gonna kill herself doing that. I
Yeah.
mean, she like falls down, she's the floor all wet and slips around.
Oh yeah, this guy he's literally making like cups and like gravy dishes and pouring Four Loko and Jack Daniels in them. Then he'll chug it and then he'll eat it. I mean, he's something in that heart is gonna pop.
I had the chick from that My Drunk Kitchen on my show, and I asked her the same question, and she says no. She says I'm just doing this for fun and everything. And I'm like, well, are you worried about you're going to kill yourself doing all this stuff? You know, she says, no.
It's exposure, man.
You got to think, like, after a long night of drinking and eating, you know, Jack Daniels and bacon and Four Loko, do you really think about getting up in the morning like, I'm going to work out today, go for a run, and then I'm going to eat some bacon and drink some Jack? Like, that's not what your daily thought is. It's like, all right,
that sounds like a good plan.
Play Modern Warfare 3, eat some bacon, hopefully pass it later.
Now, the only other person to score besides the winner and the runner-up is girl.
Yes.
Now there
First
might be
time
some.
she scored all last year.
Yes. And it was with Liz Taylor. There might be
Which
some
makes it awkward.
Some disqualifications. So let's hear it.
Okay, well, my keep from my list last year is Zsa Zsa Gabor, because she just she needs to die.
You're getting rooked.
All right.
I do have Joe Paterno, because like I said, I just think they're just going to put him down. Etta James, because she's gotten really sick. And then another person who recently just was sick, and I thought to myself, we never talk anymore about these people dying. Prince Philip, Queen Elizabeth's husband. He actually wasn't around on Christmas Day. They had to visit him in the hospital.
Was he the body that they found by her estate?
No, but I did wonder if he had maybe fallen and they just forgot, like Grandpa didn't come home or something.
He didn't have his life alert on.
Can we retroactively disqualify her if we find out he was the body, but they wanted to keep it secret till after the new year?
I would take the hit for that. He was born in 1921, so he will be 91 this year. And then this person's up there with Regis for me, so I don't want to put this person on the list. But I recently saw her special, and I thought, man, she's getting old. Barbara Walters. Did you watch her on the Most Fascinating People special?
Yeah, it's saw a snippet or two. I didn't think she looked bad for her.
I mean, she looked okay, but she sounded old, and we know what that means.
She's old.
Yeah, you're old.
But she's even older than that, because you try to keep the voice young in our business, and I don't know. I started thinking about it, and
she just threw herself in the same category as Barbara Walters.
No, I threw all of us. I threw all of us in the category. I said our business.
The difference is we all immediately started laughing.
Anyway, I've read her book. She got around. She slept her way up to the top, and there's a rumor that this was her last one. And you know how it is when you retire, because you're on your way out, knocking on heaven's door. I don't know.
But that's Regis, man. That's the same for him.
1929. She'll be 83 this year. I try to go for quantity instead of picking the younger ones.
Yeah, because you're not getting any damn points.
Yeah, so I'm
the only one that.
I'm hoping all these people die this year. Is really what I'm hoping.
And even then, she's not going to get any bonus points because 60% of her list is on someone else.
Unless Barbara Walters Prince Philip could go. Barbara Walters could go.
Prince Philip could die, and he could be the only one, and you still won't win. I'll guarantee. You'll get 20 points. Congratulations.
And
Well,
last
don't
year,
I get something for having everyone on my list die?
No, that was never in the bylaws. Reread. It's on the form from last year. Nothing was changed because I don't go on that website.
But you should.
Neither
and
do
you
I.
should put your list up.
Yes. If you have a
and
list,
hopefully
go to
by
the
January
website.
of next year, we'll remember that it's there.
I got it. It was said on mic, so I'll remember it.
Because
we all know that.
we should have just ended the game months ago when Bin Laden died. But I forgot.
Yeah, but we forgot.
Well, so did that person.
That person forgot the day after they did it. And Johnny 5, last year's winner.
Etta James, Robin Gibbs, Zsa Zsa Gabor, Margaret Thatcher, Fidel Castro. Not really. I'm messing with. No, not at all. Actually, none of those.
Because he made the crack when we were talking about this when he was first here earlier before we went on the air tonight that he didn't have a list and he was just going to wing it and he was just going to go name for name from my list and leave like the fourth one open and do a random one.
Yeah, I decided not to do that either.
All right.
No, mine. Not so much because any of them are actually sick, but they just all should vanish.
He's going to win again.
Completely and totally.
We're being too logical about this. He's going to win again.
I know.
William Shatner.
You know, I almost picked him.
What?
That's March 22nd, 1931, so he's 80. Regis Philbin is my carryover. August 25th, 1931.
He's a good pick.
He's also 80. Shia LaBeouf. June 11th, 1986.
Somebody's going to kick his ass so bad outside of a bar that he dies this time.
That's crazy because
he's 25.
Oh man, if he
That's going to be the one.
It's a possibility. I feel like now that he's mentioned it.
That's going to be his Amy Winehouse.
I just hope that he dies and Rihanna wins so he can get a ton of points for that and I'll still have more. I'll still have 2 more points. Unless one of them's the first or last to go.
Macaulay Culkin, who was born on my birthday, August 26, 1980.
Bite
So he's
your
31.
tongue.
And
with Macaulay Culkin, really? What's your fascination with Macaulay Culkin?
I
What?
love
Because
him. In Home
his
Alone,
current
he was
career
so cute.
Yeah, because his current career will be so stagnated by him dying.
I love
because
him.
all of the new movies that he's produced since he was 8 years old are going to stop being made. I'll give you a hint. That movie will still exist and it'll still look exactly the same. If anything, it'll be good for your case because you won't have to look at the sad, decrepit piece of crap he's become and go, oh man, he used to be really cute as a kid.
See? That's
He's
what I'm saying.
so cute
Standing
now.
up. You can get more animated standing up, right?
He's so cute now, though.
How is he cute now? Did you not say what was that monster movie that he was
Party
in?
Monster.
Party Monster.
Did you
I love that
Did you
movie.
not see the part of Mila Kunis's life before she realized she's way hotter than he deserves?
You gotta see
and
Pat.
now way more famous.
You gotta see Pat's face on camera.
I
He's
know.
so red. He's so red right now.
Wow.
Now, my
Macaulay
fifth, I labored long and hard over because I had Oprah, but then Rooster picked her, so she was automatically disqualified for me. So it came down to Mark Hamill, Gene Simmons, or Justin Bieber.
Okay.
Wow, I would hate to see the first 2 go. I would love to see Bieber go. With that being said, I'm picking Gene Simmons.
Yeah, I don't think the Biebs is gonna go.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always the hope for like a fiery left eye Lopez crash.
Sure.
You know,
Maybe he'll go.
but,
Maybe he'll get set up like Michael Jackson did.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he'll pull an Aaliyah and go down early, but
Right.
that so I'm going with
Get
Gene
AIDS
Simmons.
like Eazy-E.
I'm going with I'm going with Gene Simmons, who August 25th, 1949, makes him 63 right now.
I was watching TMZ the other day, and they caught Gene Simmons coming out of some restaurant, and he was in a car. And the paparazzi guy asked Gene Simmons on camera if I were having, I don't know if it was a wedding or a birthday, but an event, and I wanted you to come play, not the whole band. If I just wanted Gene Simmons to come play my event for like an hour to 2 hours, how much would that cost? And Gene Simmons said $500,000.
Wow.
So I'm okay with that.
And by the way, to answer your other concern, Kieran would still be alive, so there'd be someone who looks like him and is actually talented.
Okay.
Are you done with Macaulay Culkin now?
Fair enough.
We're going to take a short break when we come back. Oh, wait, no, you know what?
Everyone gave their list.
What's your idiot nominee?
Oh, okay.
Mine's a 55-year-old woman out of Wisconsin. She was at a funeral and had seen it was a wake actually, and she had seen the ring on the corpse and decided, hey, I like that ring. It's a shame that's going to have to go in the ground. So she continued to walk around and tell everybody about it, and then took it.
Duh.
It was only until later on when a family member of the deceased had realized the ring was gone and immediately walked up to the woman and saw it on her hand, and she was arrested.
No, stupid. That's when you go to the funeral home, you have the wake the day before, and then the day of the funeral, you're at the funeral home, and you all go say your last goodbyes before they close the casket to go to the church. Be the last in line.
So you slip it off then?
Right. Be the last person in line right before they close it.
I don't know if you want to be last. I think you want to be second or third last, but have the people around you be good friends of you.
That, or if you have
because if you're the last in line, the family is watching you and waiting for you to move so they can pay their last respects.
Maybe be right before the closest family members that are at the end, because their eyes will be so blurry from tears and everything else that they won't be able to see. I'm gonna think about this. By the time the next funeral that I go to rolls around, test it out.
Let's hope it's Macaulay Culkin's.
I don't want to steal anything from that guy. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, brand new top 13 from Johnny 5. What is it?
My 13 predictions for 2012.
Of course.
Because I'm so freaking accurate.
That's an annual thing. We're going to take a short break. You'll listen to Project X.
Oh, great. Not another Farmville request. Check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/morningshowcentral. Denying one Farmville request at a time. If you live the lifestyle, then you should arrive in style. Lifestyle Limousine Service. Whether it's dinner for two, an evening at the winery, or a night out on the town, Lifestyle Limousine provides extraordinary service. Check them out on the web. LifestyleLimousineService.com. Reserve your ride now. 330-903-0508. 330-903-0508. Lifestyle Limousine Service. And make sure you tell them Morning Show Central Radio Network sent you. Cocaine Energy Supplement. Due to great consumer demand, Redux Beverages has officially announced the return of its world-famous Cocaine Energy Supplement. It's now available at retail locations across the country, as well as online at ReduxDirect.com. That's ReduxDirect.com. Don't forget to be part of the all-new Cocaine Energy Supplement social network, where you can meet other Cocaine Energy Supplement fans from around the world. Cocaine Energy Supplement. You can become a member. By logging on to lovecocaine.com. You're listening to MSC Radio Network, and like anything else on the internet, it runs on computers. Lots of computers. And you know, when you're dealing with computers, hard drives sometimes crash. That happened here at MSC, and you know what saved them? Rectiphy backup software. Don't believe us? Well, ask yourself this question. Are you backed up? Probably not. So don't be that guy and wait till it's too late. MSC did their research and tried tons of different backup programs and chose Rectiphy backup software. You know, peace of mind is priceless, and Rectiphy can give you and your computer system that peace of mind. Find out more at rectiphy.com. That's RECTIPHY.com.
Here's some awesome retarded comedy, all up in your face.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but this is not a grill. I got braces on my teeth. Yeah, I got braces.
Purdy.
Yeah. I was supposed to get braces when I was in high school, but I figured Hey Faggot was a better nickname than Pecker-Wrecker, so decided to wait. Sucks when you got to get braces when you're older, right? Because, like, when I go to sleep at night, I got to wear a night brace. I got headgear I got to wear. Plus, I snore, so I wear a breathe right strip. It's like I'm daring my wife to fuck me. Kind of wish that one was a joke. So, Smoking Man sucks. What do you guys think about the Smoking Man, huh? You like that? Yeah, you like it? Yeah. See that? All the non-smoking people, they have healthy lungs. They can clap and shit and yell out. I'm a smoker. I don't mind smoking outside. That's no big deal. But what I can't stand is my non-smoking friends. Now they come up to me and they're like, "Oh, Joe, it's so great now. Now when we go to the bar, when we go home, our clothes don't smell like smoke." Yeah, I'm outside smoking. You got to walk by me to get to your fucking car. Guess what? Take that, crybaby. You guys having some drinks? It's Saturday night. You can drink, right? Cleveland's drink. You guys are drinking, right? Woo! Yeah, that's good. I'm not saying that I have a drinking problem, but the other day I noticed one of my taillights was burned out. I fix that shit immediately. Some drunks in here. That's good. That's a DUI joke. You got to be careful. You don't want to get a DUI. It's not cool. I've actually been down that road. I actually had one of those breathalyzer ignition systems installed on my car. Yeah, I didn't buy it. The state gave it to me. It was cool, though. I would just blow up balloons on my way to the bar. I might be a drunk, but I'm clever. That's good. This is a real fucking fancy place, isn't it? Yeah, let's go to a fancy place and tell dick jokes. It's good, though. You guys look great. Couples, right? You? What's up? Is that your wife? Yes? How long you guys been married? 20 years? Jesus Christ, give it up for these f***s, huh? Holy shit. That's a long time, dude. She ever catch you doing creepy shit? I don't mean like watching Barney with your pants down or anything weird. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, right. It's good. I'm not as smooth as this guy. I always get busted doing creepy shit, right? Like the other day, my wife, we were planning our vacation. We were getting ready to go to Jamaica, and I was in charge of making the plans. So I was trying to get my schedule matched up with her schedule. I was trying to schedule the vacation around her period. And she busted me, right? She's like, oh, I see how it is. We can't have fun on vacation unless we're having sex every night. So I had to think of something romantic to say, and I just go, nah, honey, I just don't want you to get attacked by a shark.
What is it? It was hot. It's everything in between with your host, Von Erich. Everything in between. Nothing gets me more excited. Monday nights, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on MorningShowCentral.com. Heat 99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Jumping from one web host to another can be frustrating. Finding a good web host can be unnerving for even the most experienced of web designers. That's why Uncensored Net Noise has chosen P99 Technologies as its web hosting supplier. Established in 1999, P99 Technologies has evolved into a first-class web hosting provider. Its 99.9% uptime rivals many in the industry. That's why they offer their 30-day guarantee, no questions asked. For more information, go to P99.com. P99 Technologies will help you get started with your web presence with honest and expert customer service. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Call the show toll free. 1-888-668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on MorningShowCentral.com.
Rise above the clutter, brand your identity, and make a statement. Broken Fan Media. Expert video production, television and web commercials, music video, real estate tours, live concerts and events, state-of-the-art post-production, video and audio editing. Check us out on the web at brokenfanmedia.com. 434-944-0472. Broken Fan Media. The next generation of sight and sound.
If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade with the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area. They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningShowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com.
You know the fresh out of the shower feeling? Yeah, us neither. Project X.
Bye, even Bill.
And Spanish.
And Spanish. Oh, he's already gone. You know, there gets the website, projecttechshow.com, project spelled with a K.
Now with a C.
Beverage if you can.
Because we're awesome retarded.
Also, if you want to call 888-668-0742, toll free worldwide.
And if you're leaving, you should probably stick around long enough to vote for Idiot of the Week.
Yeah. Do we have Doc Rock after us tonight?
Yeah, we do.
I'm going to end early. If we end early, just cut it.
Okay.
Recap our idiot nominees?
Yes.
All right. You.
Mine is 39-year-old Hubert Lee Credit out of Tampa, Florida, who apparently, after being beat up by 4 guys, saw the opportunity when a ambulance was responding to a call around 10:30 p.m. As the EMTs and ambulance personnel were responding to the patient in question, Credit decided to climb into the ambulance, started up, and drove off with the lights activated. GPS unit was able to track where the ambulance was heading. About 5 minutes after the incident began, police were able to stop it. He apparently said he was en route to the local hospital where he was going to get treatment. Shortly after being arrested, he was transported to Tampa General Hospital as they did observe a noticeable puncture wound to his head, and he has now been charged with auto burglary and grand theft auto and remains in jail on $4,000 bond.
Mine is 53-year-old Michael Fuller from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, who went to a Walmart, tried to buy a vacuum cleaner, a microwave oven, and other items totaling $476 with $1 million bill that he insisted was real.
$1 million.
Walmart, being the astute human beings that they are, called police when they found out $1 million bill isn't a real thing. He was arrested, sent to jail, and is being held on $17,500 bond, Johnny Five.
Mine is the man from Canada where, big, tough hockey players come from, and lumberjacks and so on, who called police, 911 in particular, to have the cops come out and lecture the woman that hit him with a shopping cart.
Girl.
Mine is 25-year-old Ryan Jarvis of Vermont, who proposed to his girlfriend with a $3,200 diamond engagement ring that he stole, and everyone found out when she posted the pictures on Facebook, and people got some tips.
Rooster.
Mine is Patricia Woodford, a 55-year-old woman from Wisconsin, who, while at a friend's family member's funeral, decided that she wanted to take a ring from the corpse. She then talked about it and decided to actually take it, wear it around, and was then caught by a member of the family and arrested.
Those are the nominees. Vote. Bye. I
was like, wait, what? There's other things we have to get to before you cut it short.
New Top 13 for 2012 has become an annual thing. It's Johnny Five's Top 13 predictions for 2012. Go.
Sportos, motorheads, geeks, sluts, bloods, wastoids, dweebies, dickheads. They all adore him. They think he's a righteous dude.
Number 5 is alive.
All right, I'll just jump right in here. Number 13, there will be a December 22nd.
I don't know.
Number 12, Will Ferrell will make a good movie and prove me a liar.
Hasn't that been a prediction every year so far?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. He should have made my list, though. Damn it.
So he is making an all-Spanish movie.
Awesome.
Oh, God. Number 11, Matt Damon and Ben Affleck both have sex tapes revealed. The starring cast are exactly the same.
Yep.
Number 10, Canada becomes the world's superpower.
That's a good possibility. That's probably the most possible one on this list.
So far. Number 9, Nebraska implodes, leaving a giant crater in its place and no one notices.
I retract my last statement.
Number 8, Obama votes for Romney.
Yeah.
Number 7, Megan Fox wins an Oscar.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That's a really big
Doesn't
one
she have
right
to
there.
be in a movie?
That's bold.
Yeah. That's very bold.
Isn't she going to be? Am I wrong, or isn't she going to be in the new Gina Carano movie?
Is she in that?
I don't know. There's a bunch of people in it. I thought maybe she was thrown in too.
I don't know.
They're going to mud wrestle.
Number 6, we welcome child number 6 into the PX family.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
That's all
she's
on
not
you, man.
pregnant. No, dude. No.
I was trying to do the math real quick.
Okay.
I'm like, wait, no, that's 5 that we're guaranteed right now. Okay.
Yeah, we have 5. So, one of you 3?
No.
Don't look at me.
Nope.
Do not look at me.
Somebody's going to get baby fever, and I've already been yelled at about who that may be by their significant other.
Ding, 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 ding.
I believe the exact words were, great. Now he's going to ask me why we can't have fun.
Well, the last time I picked up her birth control for her, she's like, why are my birth control pills now the size of Mentos?
And fruit flavored.
New technology, honey.
You didn't give them to her in a Pez dispenser, did you?
No, but we made a really cool commercial with them.
This is chalky like a Necco wafer.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Number 5, City Slickers 3 starts production. Number 4.
And Jack Palance plays the third brother.
They dig him up just for the part.
You really thought Curly was dead this time.
I did see Billy Crystal today, by the way.
Like in person?
No, on this is Spinal Tap.
Oh.
Number 4. Girl undergoes gender reassignment, changes her name to Heath, and starts dating alcoholic women with huge foreheads.
That doesn't sound that bad.
Wow.
Doesn't sound that bad of an option.
Or far-fetched.
I actually see that one happening.
I'm already taking the testosterone.
I just need the money for the surgery.
You should have added, and we'll have a deeper voice than Rooster. Because I would like to see that one.
I know her stash is already coming in really nice.
Yes.
Hey.
Do you need my present from Sam?
These lights are really bright. These lights are really bright, and they shine on all the wrong angles.
It adds 10 pounds and of hair.
I'll give you there aren't right angles for them to shine on.
There are no angles because they're all rounded.
Number 3, the FBI watch list. We all show up on it.
I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Two.
And a half.
Let's starting you off right, man. Yeah, that too. Number 2, while experimenting with new forms of self-mutilation, Von Erich discovers a new way to perform scar-free bypass surgery and wins the Nobel Prize for Medicine. Do you need a second?
Yeah. you hit home with that one.
You were talking about how red my face was earlier, Chris. You should see Otter's on camera right now.
You should have just pointed to the bleachers before you said that. Right there.
Yeah, what's your number 1, dude? If that's your number 2, what's your number 1?
Number 1, MSC produces such big numbers that we get bought out by Clear Channel and are summarily fired.
Yes!
Yay! As long as I get a severance package of at least 60% of my previous year's salary.
I'll be good. I'll be all set.
As long as they want to buy us.
You're right.
That's it for the first show of the new year. We're done. No, we got to vote.
I was like, are we going to... Three. Fuck! Play it!
I like how we were supposed to end early.
And now we've got to get him digging up liners.
We've got 2 minutes.
No, don't play it. Chris, vote.
I'm going to go with J5's guy.
Rooster, vote.
Johnny 5.
Girl, vote.
J5.
Johnny 5.
You.
I would normally throw you in the bus, but I think everybody's wrong, and there's one obvious winner this week, and it's Roosters.
Really?
Yes.
I thought yours was pretty obvious. I was going to say you. Tally?
Yeah.
I think we got it.
We got the tally.
Drum roll, please.
J5.
Johnny 5, first one of the new year. Yay!
Enough of him winning.
I don't even remember. It's been so long since we did a show. Who won last?
No, he's won twice tonight.
Oh, good one. We're done. Stick around. Podcast of Band-Aid with Doc Rock coming up after this on morningshowcentral.com. If you missed any part of the show, you can catch it immediately after Band-Aid with Doc Rock on the 24-hour live feed on morningshowcentral.com or tomorrow morning-ish on projectxshow.com, where it's available for playback or download. You can find us on iTunes, add us on Facebook, facebook.com/pxshow, or follow us on Twitter @ProjectXShow. We're done. Peace, bitches.